Après avoir joué dans les séries à succès, Cold Case Affaires classées, 24 heures chrono ou encore Teen Wolf, c'est avec son rôle de Hermione Lodge, la mère de Veronica Lodge dans la série à succès de Netflix Riverdale, que l'actrice hollywoodienne Marisol Nichols devient une véritable star de grande envergure. Je suis très heureux d'accueillir en interview en toute intimité et de partager cette interview aussi avec vous en compagnie de l'actrice américaine Marisol Nichols. Hi Marisol Nichols.
Hello.
So, Riverdale seems to be a peaceful town, but we learn later on in the show that not everything is as it seems. For you personally, have people thought something or made an opinion about you that wasn't at all the truth?
Me personally or Hermione?
In your own life, as a woman,
always,
as an actress.
Of course, yes. Like, I mean, you know, it's funny because you're an actress and it seems like this very glamorous lifestyle, and what you don't see is like we work hard. Like you don't see the hundreds of auditions that I do that you hear no, right? You just hear the one, you see the one Riverdale that's yes. So I would say the assumptions are sort of like that it's just easy and that we have a glam, you know, that everything is glamorous and everything is perfect, where it's really, it's a lot of no's to get to the yeses.
Besides your acting career, you've been an undercover agent with the FBI in fight against sex trafficking. You've contributed to the arrest of many pedophiles.
Yeah.
How can you go from an activity that secret and under the radar to being in the spotlight as an actress?
Yes, so, okay, well, first of all, it's, I work with former FBI. Former CIA, not current, and it's a hell of an adjustment because my life as an actor is so different. I'm on set, I'm pretending, I'm this, I'm that, and the other. When I'm doing the other work, I'm acting because I have to make sure that they believe me of who I say I'm being, and it's the stakes are. It doesn't get higher than the stakes. So it's my life, it's my partner's life, or it's the girls that we're trying to save. It's a totally different thing. It's a totally different thing. And there's no sleep, and it's adrenaline, and it's terrifying. But, you know, when it works, and you put one of those guys behind bars, or we get the girls out and we rescue them, it's worth all of it.
You've talked about your trauma when you were 11 years old. Does it prevent you from accepting some roles or maybe playing some scenes?
That doesn't. There's other things that hit too close to home where I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that. But with that, it kind of shaped me. It made me who I am, you know? Not that I wish that on anyone, but I learned from it. I got stronger, I got tougher, and I know that world now. And so I'm able to sort of use that, and that's sort of what led me to trafficking and led me into this other world. So I don't shy away from roles that involve that, but there's other things that maybe hit too close to home.
Sony Pictures is working on a TV show based on your secret agent life.
Yeah.
What will be your implication in this show?
Sorry, my implication?
Yes, your implication. Are you going to act in it or maybe direct it?
I understand. I'm executive producing and acting in it.
Oh.
Both.
Both. And you've got your foundation too, Slavery-Free World, who is fighting against the human trafficking.
Yeah.
How can we protect the world from sexual predators?
Oof. Okay, I mean, that's a giant question.
I know.
The main thing is the internet has become their field ground. Like, it's their playground, the internet. So you have to be careful what you're putting out there, what information you're putting out there, because you may not know, and an innocent selfie with you and with your bestie shows the driver's license of your mom's car behind you that anybody could go look up, and now they know where that little girl lives. Or parents are on vacation, it's just me at home alone. Great, now you've opened the door for these men to show up. also that stranger that seems so nice, that's another, seems like a teenage boy or a nice man, you have prove it. Just prove it. Because anybody can create a profile. You don't have to prove who you are. So I can go, and I've done it, and I can create a Facebook profile, and I can go on, let's say, a high school, and go, okay, I like that kid's picture, go to the next, like, 3 towns over, create a Facebook based on that kid's picture, pretend that I'm him, talk like I'm him, and be friends with whatever vulnerable girls are out there, or boys. And these guys are patient. Patient. They'll wait 3-6 months with just chatting to the one person, and then as soon as that person agrees to meet, they're gone. Like, I know, I've seen these cases. I've seen it happen over and over and over again. To protect yourself, you've got to be ruthless with what you give out. Always. Always. And prepare. And look, they're looking for the vulnerable. They're looking for they're not going to go after, like, let's say there's a group of 5 people walking down the street. And they go, you know, hey, hot stuff. They're not going to go after the person that's like, oh, F you. They're going to go after the person that's like vulnerable. Now they've got a target because that person won't fight back. It's a different world. And you have to understand the numbers of these predators that are out there. There's a lot. I don't want to scare anyone. I don't want to freak anyone out. But there are a lot.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Riverdale.
Sure.
What do you think about the evolution of the show for the past 6 years?
It's changed a lot, huh? I showed up about 2 months ago. I went back to do an episode, and they were explaining to me like, oh no, well that's my flashback. That's 5 years ago, and I'm like, wait, what? I don't understand. And then they were talking about like an alternative universe, and I'm like, what happened? I have no idea. So it's certainly changed, but my understanding is it still follows the comic books roughly, like how the comic books had spin-offs and this and like Vampire Archie and things like that. I'm pretty sure it's following that a bit. I don't know. I'm going back at the end of the month, so I'll learn more.
A lot of fans missed Hermione Lodge in
Thanks.
season 6.
Me too.
Why do you think that is? You too?
Yeah, I loved Riverdale. It was my family. I mean, I feel like that first season, I thought we created something very, very special, you know? And I loved it. I loved being a part of that. I miss Luke. I miss working with him. I miss my people, you know? So I'm happy whenever I get a chance to go back. It's fun.
But do you think maybe that her storyline, Hermione Lodge, is wrapped since she has become an independent woman? Maybe?
No, I never think a storyline is wrapped, ever. Independent woman free from Hermione or from Hiram. She was an independent woman before. So no, I don't think so. And especially just as a mom, you're always going to care about your kid. You're always going to want to help them. And Lord knows Veronica gets into trouble, I'm sure, constantly. So I don't know. I think, and not only that, but I'd like to see Hermione with a love interest. You know, like have it work out for good once would be great. Can I take a break and drink this?
Of course,
Okay,
you're at home.
Thank you.
Season 7 is currently in production. Is there a chance to see Hermione Lodge again?
Yeah, I go back the end of May.
Oh.
I'm going back to Vancouver to shoot.
Good news.
Yeah.
Very good news.
Yeah.
And what would be the plot of the season 7?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I didn't even know they never tell you what's happening, ever. You get the script and you go, oh, okay. You never know ahead of time.
And how would you like to see Hermione evolving on season 7, according to you?
Yes. I would like to see Hermione. I think Hermione should do a Real Wives of Riverdale and have me, Machen, Natalie, so Alice and Penelope. And I'd like her to come back to Riverdale for a little while and sort of see how that would evolve. But like I said before, I think that first season, she was very sincere. And I felt like we saw the real her trying to make a better life for herself and her daughter. And that's the character that I miss playing. I miss playing that. So I'd like to see her have more grounded storylines, just because also it's more who I am.
What are your thoughts on the supernatural aspect of the show that is currently shown?
Oh, wow. Um, that's right. Doesn't Archie have superpowers or something? Wow. It is part of the Archieverse. Like the whole comic book world did have superhero aspects to it. And I think with the popularity of superhero shows and like Arrow and this place and that place and Marvel, I get it. I think it's interesting.
Now we're going to do some rapid fire.
Oh, okay, great.
If you're okay.
Yeah.
What scene did you enjoy shooting the most on Riverdale?
I love scenes with Luke.
Who impressed you the most by their acting skills?
Cammy.
Camille? Who are you the closest to on set?
Probably Cammy.
Two?
Yeah.
What is your favorite season and why?
Season 1.
Which,
Nothing was like season 1.
Which scene has been the hardest to shoot for you and why?
The scene with Luke in his trailer when I had to tell him that me and my husband had bought his company. And every take I did, I was bawling, crying. And then they said, just try it one more time with no crying. And I was like, okay. And that's the scene that they took. But it was hard because it was betraying Fred.
And finally, I've checked on your social media and I've seen that you like fashion a lot. You follow a lot of French luxury brands like Yves Saint Laurent, Céline, Givenchy, Balmain, and Sonia Rykiel. What does French fashion mean to you?
That's a great question. It makes you feel beautiful. Whether you're a woman or a man, you feel elegant and you feel styled. And I feel like it starts here. If you feel good here and beautiful here, then you take that with you when you go out into the world, and everything you do starts from there. And it's like the perfect foundation for everything. I love it.
What are your favorite French designer, luxury designer?
Yeah, Givenchy.
Givenchy?
Saint Laurent. I'm about to wear a Saint Laurent dress to another event. Those are my two hands down favorite, and I love Dior. Love. But also Ricky L. Like, especially in the early 90s, remember? Like, just amazing stuff. Very, very French. Anyway, I'll keep going.
Thank you so much, Marisol Nichols.
Thank you.
Merci, Marisol Nichols, pour ce moment de partage en votre compagnie et de toute ma communauté. On peut vous retrouver sur vos réseaux sociaux. Votre compte Instagram, c'est Marisol Nichols. Et votre compte Twitter, c'est Marisol Nichols. Merci de nous avoir suivis. On se retrouve très prochainement avec une nouvelle personnalité et des interviews en toute intimité en anglais. À bientôt.